Welcome everybody to Rusty Money Gaming here on YouTube, a place where we gather in the barn house for challenges, live streams, let's plays, and more. So I hope you will sit back, relax, and enjoy this next creation by myself, Rusty Money. Welcome back everybody to another episode of the 200 horsepower challenge here on Calmlands by erShaba for FS22 here on PlayStation 5. So welcome along. We are here and we are just finishing up that grass harvest where in the previous episode I had asked you all if you would leave some comments in regards to how many liters of grass we would pick up off of this property. Especially trying to factor in that field of grass down there that we mowed. And then I mowed everything that I could mow surrounding the fields. So we're just going back and picking up some little tidbits, and got a little tiny windrow left to pick up. And we'll head on over to the fermenting silo and see how much we have. Now, I did realize that with you all in the previous episode, earlier in the previous episode, prior to asking you to take a guess, that I had like 13,000 and some liters of silage fermented. And I went ahead and activated the fermenting silo. And then I thought to myself when I went over there to dump the second load, I think it was, of grass, that, ooh, the fermenting silo's on. We should shut it off. So then we can show you what we've gotten approximately. Well, thank goodness. It only had basically probably fermented another 1,000 liters. So there's like 14,000 and some liters available left to ferment. And now we have just our remaining little bit, 1,056 liters to go dump into our fermenting silo. So what's the number, everybody? What do you think it was? I guessed 149,000 liters, but all in all, hoping to get over 100,000 liters. So, of course, I had to do 149,000 liters just because I'm a huge 49ers fan, and we, of course, wanted more than 49,000 liters, so we went with 149. So let's dump this little bit in here and see what we have. All right, well, we ended up with 130,269 liters. So I wonder who ended up the closest with a guess. And I hope some of you did leave me some guesses just to make it a little fun. So now I'm going to go ahead and we will activate it. And again, 130,269 liters. Now technically it probably was 131,000 and something, because we have about another 1,000 liters of silage, but it would be somewhere between probably 130,269 and 131,269 liters, I bet. But let's go ahead and activate this and make some more silage. We do have 14,000 liters we can go sell, but we're going to hang on to that. Alright, well, let's put this loading wagon right back here beside the fermenting silo. That's just kind of where I've been keeping it for now. Let's dump it there. And we're going to go ahead and we are going to go up and park the old tractor in the shed. And I think we will consider buying a toolbox mod because we need to repair our tractor. So let's go ahead and let's put one down. I think I want to put one down somewhere right here. I think that'll look kind of good. Tools. We'll get this for $750. We put it right here. That should be just perfect. Okay. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Bump the buttons. Let's see if we can repair a tractor. Okay, we need to move the tractor out here, I think. On the road, maybe. That's what I'm hoping. We need to repair it. See how much it's going to cost us. So it's going to cost us $1,188 to repair it. And we do kind of need to repair it. It's getting pretty low, and we're going to have to haul some silage. So we already got 22.10 hours on this tractor. Let's repair it. There we go. So we've got $6,944 now. We'll have some property taxes and charges and whatever else they feel like charging us, but I think it's been a pretty long day here in November, and I think we're going to go ahead, we're going to get a little rest, and we're going to go into December and see what we end up with doing. So let's go get some rest. We better put our bed down. All right, well, we'll be right back. All right, well, welcome back, everybody. We got our bed put away. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. We got $6,730 now. We just got done kind of eating a little bit of breakfast and found out that there is some specials going on right now. Special prices up at the animal dealer. I'm guessing it's for silage or something. So maybe we can see what we've got available to sell. But let's go on down here into our farmyard and take a look at a couple of things and see what's all going on. Hey, we got 2 pallets of Krustoo's coffee pods now. That's kind of nice. We got a pallet there of 1,002 liters, and we've got a pallet here of 1,002 liters. We'll let that keep going. Our firewood is still there, ready to sell. We forgot, everybody, to fertilize the grass field. We need to do that. Well, take a look at this. We have 108,000 liters of silage available to sell. We're going to sell some silage, everybody. We still got 35,000 liters of it to ferment. So let's get some silage sold and let's hopefully buy a new piece of property. But we do need to fertilize that grass field. So we're going to get that done. We need the tractor, I guess, huh? That's the only way we're going to get that done. Now, we should have looked at the used sales, you know. Yeah. We should go back in the house here. let's grab our newspaper. It's down in this drawer of this little end table. Let's take a look. Used sales. All right, well, there is nothing here of use for us. Just once can we get something in this series or a series? Well, I guess we better get back to work. So let's get in our tractor here. Let's get some fertilizer on that grass field and then go start selling some silage. We really need to get that other property bought. I really want to get that other property bought because we've got things that we need to do. So let's hook up to one of our spreaders and go put down some fertilizer on our grass field. Our potatoes and oat fields are doing great. Let's take a look here. Our potato field is still growing, and our oat field is still growing. So they're doing good. We don't got nothing in our other field yet. No crop in the other field yet. So we do need to get some crop here in December in that field. I'm not sure what we'll put in that field. So we'll wait for a little bit here and let me do some thinking and see what we should maybe put in that field. I was thinking sorghum, but I'm not sure if that's what I want to do or what we should do. Now, I'm really thinking once we get that oat field harvested, that if we have the money to buy a planter, I'm really wanting to maybe put some corn. Put some corn in that oat field. And I'm really kind of thinking about maybe we'll be like a real life farmer and we'll do some rotating the field crops. So maybe eventually we'll plow this field in here, make this a crop field, and make our grass field one of those other ones and try and do a little crop rotation. But we'll see. You know, we are playing without seasons, so we can do pretty much whatever we want. Now, I do want to do some premium expansion crops, but we need the equipment. But more importantly, we need a bigger tractor if we're going to do some premium expansion crops like carrots, red beets, or parsnips. So we'll just have to see how it all plays out, and maybe we can start focusing on some of that too. Maybe we'll get some of the equipment to come up in used sales. I mean, if I would maybe get a tractor in used sales, I would maybe consider it. Something that's affordable anyway. If we could get some pieces of equipment, especially like a planter to show up in used sales that we could utilize with our horsepower, I would probably buy it because it's a piece of equipment that you don't really use a lot. So the repair costs, aren't going to come around as often. So if we buy it like half used, 50 to 60% used, yeah, we're going to have some costs into that once we buy it, but we won't have to repair it very often, I don't think, just because we really won't use it that much, We'll basically use it to plant crops, and, we might not plant crops with the planter every season, but that's just kind of what I'm thinking, though. So here we go. let's go ahead and I'm going to, because you all have seen this before, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to jump cut here, everybody, to where we have our first load of silage hauled up to the store. So, because you've seen us do that, so let's get our first load of silage hauled up to the store, and then we'll sell it with y'all, and let's see what we get. Now we need to make sure that we can get upwards of over 52,000 so we can buy that other property. So hopefully with all that we have available to sell, we'll have enough to sell to make us that amount of money. We'll have to see though, because I really don't want to have to sell anything else. I want to keep that firewood in our coffee pods for our sell point area once we get it all figured out on how we want to, what do I want to say? Developed and utilized for it being our sell point and production area. So let's go ahead and we will load up. And let's get some silage sold. So we'll haul up our first load and sell it with you all. We're going to jump cut to where we have it all hauled up there. And then from there, I think we will probably jump cut, maybe take screenshot of the other sales, and then possibly try and remember to bring it in for the last silage sale. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and I will jump cut this right now, load up the loading wagon, and we'll see you all up at the sell point. Alright, well, I finally made it up here. That took a little while, but we are pulling 24,400 liters of silage with this 82 horsepower tractor. And pulling this all up that hill, we did mostly 2 to 3 mile an hour the entire way, almost. But let's go ahead and get this sold here. It's selling for $427 per liter here. And then it's selling for $425 at the animal dealer. So we're going to sell it here for a little $2 more. Let's sell this load and see what we make. Alright, we're up over 10,000. Up over 15,000. Oh, this is nice. This is so nice. $10,434. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead, everybody, and we are going to go on down to the farm. And we're going to fill back up. You will see how much we have left to sell. That's fermented already. And then I'm going to jump cut each one of these sales. Probably with a screenshot of what the total ended up being. So, let's get on down to the farm and load back up. Bring it up here. And show you all what we're going to end up with, and we'll bring you back in for the last sale. So before we get all the way down to the farm, let's just take a look and we'll show you from here, so we can jump cut right here. So we still have 85,000 left to sell right now, and then I'm sure we'll get a little extra yet before we're done making all these trips. So we got a good amount to sell. So we will be back with you all once we have sold the silage that's fermented. So we'll see you in a little bit. Well, welcome back everybody. We are here for our final load of silage for what is fermented. But before we sell this, let's take a look. Alright, well, you can see we have 33,230 liters of grass yet to ferment. We have 834 liters of silage already fermented. We'll let that stay there, and we're just going to sell this and see what we end up with. So let's sell this here and hope that we get more than 52,000, but still enough to purchase our property. All right, we're at 50,000, 51, 52, 53, 54,000, $5,562. All right, let's take a look at the PDA. All right, well, here on the PDA, I think it was this here field, plot 10, which transitions to farmland 46. We are going to buy this right here. Let's buy it for $52,621. We have $1,417 left. All right, now let's head on down there and yeah, let's go. Let's go on down there. We got another piece of property we can mow to help develop some more money, so then we can develop that land and put down a sell point to make us some more money. This is awesome. I'm so excited. We are expanding. We are making our first business area, which we potentially could always sell back if we wanted to, but for right now, we're going to keep it. We're going to utilize that piece of land however we wish to utilize it. Because right now, we need some other sell points. So that's the reason I wanted to purchase that piece of property. So we're going to head on down to the farm, get the mower, and move over there. Welcome back, everybody. Well, we are down on our new plot of land, and we are going to mow it. We're going to mow it. We're going to collect the grass. We are going to turn this into silage for some more money. We are going to have access, I think, to some more trees. I don't know exactly how many more trees we'll have access to, but that is very exciting. Very, very exciting. Let's go ahead and kind of trace out this property so we can better see what's going on. Hopefully we can get some of those trees that are along that edge there. Sorry for the enlarged mini map, but this way I can see my border a little bit better. Hopefully we can get like 5 or 6 of those trees back there. We'll have to see if we can cut any of them down. I don't know for sure. Okay, let's get on down here to our other part of this. I think we can probably even get some more grass, but I want to make sure that we are on our property. stay on our property. And whoa, okay, we are not very straight there. We need to be about right here, it looks like. Maybe a little bit more. Trace this area out so then we can actually see how big of an area we got that we can mow. We're almost to the other corner, it looks like, and let's stop about right there. That looks like that adds up, or lines up, I should say. Alright, let's raise it. Okay, now let's get right here. Put her down, and we will start mowing over to our connecting point here. And it's a small square area pretty much. It's pretty flat. Pretty flat is the way it looks. Hopefully we can get another 100,000 liters of grass off this little area. We should be able to, I would think. We'll come close, I think. Okay, now we can get rid of our mini map, I think. There. Look at that. We have a new piece of property. Welcome back, everybody. Well, we have a bit to talk about because I have ran into a situation that I'm not too pleased with, and hopefully you all will understand how I'm gonna handle this. So you can see that we have $1,399, and we did have $1,410. And then I transferred money, did some more landscaping, and we are back to $1,400, but we lost a dollar bill already. So we're down to $1,399. So I have a bit of explaining to do, because I ran into a bit of a situation that I'm not too pleased with, and I've tried everything I can here on console to fix it, and I believe I know why I can't fix it, and I wish that I would have thought about this before. But before we get into that, this is what we've done. I did off camera, everybody, mow my new little plot of land down here where I'm going to place some cell points. That's kind of going to be the focus of this piece of land, as you can see it there. And then I spent landscaping money to terraform it prior to placing any of the future cell points, just so it was all level. So you can see I painted in some rock painting there around the back edge there. That's where our property ends pretty much. So we didn't end up with a lot of grass off of there. Maybe just a little over 1,000 liters, and we have another 860 liters here, which is all we had left to pick up, that we're going to take back up to the farm. But now you can see here too, I've got a little path down from the main road here on Calmlands to this sell point area. I had kind of stated I would probably buy the other properties between here and that road and paint in a road to this sell point area. Well, I've also done that somewhere else. So let's hop out of the buggy here. I did fix the grill situation so it's not tipped over so far, but what I wanted to do and did do, but now I can't sell the land back. I'll show you. So here in our landscape screen, we painted in another road kind of in and out of our farm area. So painted in a path between these two fields. And then I had kind of talked about in live stream, I think, and also in one of my earlier episodes, that I wanted to paint a little junction road off of another main road here on Calmlands, going down into the farm instead of just driving over this grass. So what I did is this. So in the PDA, in order to put in my access road down here to plot 10, which we own for our sell point areas, I had to buy 52 and 51 and then paint in that road, and then I sold 51 and 52 back. Well, I bought plot 33 to paint in my little junction road down towards my farm. Well, the problem is this. I now can't sell plot 33 back because I think that this map needs an update to extract this little circular area, as it's got a bridge on it at this little overpass of this road here. And it won't let me sell it. If we look here, sell. You cannot sell this land while you still own placeable objects on it. You have to sell these objects first. A little disheartening, if you will. And if we go here, all they did was paint in this path right here. That is it. I don't own any placeable objects on this road at all. The only thing I can think of is this bridge here was not removed from that option to be able to still sell that property, even though when you purchase this, you can't utilize this area because it's not in the purchase area where the shade of blue is, you see, or the shade of green, which you can see we own. We don't have control of this area here, but it obviously has control of us because now we can't sell this. So anybody in this area, be careful. You won't be able to sell this property. And so if you have any other properties that you want to buy and maybe sell later that have bridges or stuff on it, yeah, I would just beware, because I have no idea what else it would be. The only other thing I did, everybody, was up here in order to try and figure it out, was up here. If we jump off our cliff, I think it was right here on that one, or it was over, yeah, I think it was right here. There was a collectible sitting right here. I picked up that collectible, and as you can see, I don't have any extra $50,000. I have deleted that out. Not going to take advantage of that, but I thought maybe if I picked up that collectible, then maybe that was a situation. But I don't think it is. I truly think it's that bridge that's not allowing us to sell this land, because I don't have any equipment, I don't have any objects, nothing on this property. Nothing from my property over here is on it. I because these buildings down here aren't even a part of that property. So it can't be the fence line, like this end of the fence line. I already tried that. It can't be that shed because we're too far away from that property up there. So I really have no clue. I still really believe it's that bridge. So here is what I'm going to do, and if anybody has any other concerning comments, please leave them in the comment section on this episode in regards to how you think I should handle this. But what I'm going to do is I'm not going to use this land at all, and I must still pay a value of $169,002 if I want to utilize that land. And matter of fact, I'm just going to keep it simple, and I must have $170,000 in order to utilize that land. So even though right now I supposedly currently own it, I'm not utilizing it. I'm only utilizing this plot here, 33, and this plot here, 46. And our plot clear up in the northeast corner of the map that you did see there is in blue. That's owned by the banks. That's where the government signs are placed for landscaping, which I probably could remove now because I got plenty of money, I think. But that's that. That's that situation. So let's get okay, come on now. Volume's not allowed while the tool is filled. Okay, sorry. Read, Rusty. Alright, let's take this up to the farm. We can show you what's in the fermenting silo. Now, before we went and started to mow that new little piece of property, we had like 35,000 liters total, I think, in our fermenter. Somewhere around there, can't be too far off, that we still had available to ferment into silage and stuff. So minus 35,000, that is what we ended up with off that piece of property. So it's not going to be a lot. You'll see it here once we get this deposited into the fermenting silo. I still haven't planted anything into our other field over there. Still considering sorghum. We'll see what I decide to do. I'm not really in a big rush. I wanted to get that new land purchase, which was the big thing. So now let's pull in here and deposit this little bit of grass. Alright, now let's go ahead and we will fold that back up and shut the tractor off, and let's take a look at the fermenting silo for a minute. Alright, our fermenting silo, basically we got like 92,000 liters of grass probably, because you can see we have 30,000 liters of silage available now. And I believe we had like 35,000 left to ferment when we were selling our silage earlier in order to purchase this piece of land. So probably around 90 to 92,000 liters is what we got off that field, or that new plot of land. Not too much. So that is that. So I think we're going to go ahead here, everybody, and we are going to go sell a load of silage and get our money up. So let's put some silage in here. We will sell 30,000 liters worth and see what we end up with. So the other thing really quick is this amount of logs right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It was like 2 trees, a really small tree and a large tree. We only had 2 trees off that new little piece of property in the corner that we could get. All the trees that I thought were on kind of the hillside were out of bounds. So we can put another small amount of trees in our firewood production and make some more money. Alright, we're going to head on up to the sell point to sell this silage, everybody. So we'll come back with you once we have sold the last load of silage. Alright, everybody. Well, welcome back here to the farm, and we are putting in sorghum in this other field. And you can see that our money is up to $15,253 now from a couple of loads of silage. But we're going to let the remaining amount of silage ferment into the silo and save it and sell it. It's 90-some thousand liters, but right now we're going to get sorghum in this field. And I think that we will see you all in the next great episode here on Calm Lands by erShaba, with more content for you all to watch regarding my version of the 200 horsepower challenge created by our friend Krustoo. And before I forget to mention, check out all the other channels taken on this challenge that are listed in the description of this video. So go check them out, everybody. But we will see you all later. And if you've enjoyed this, please drop us a tasty treat on that like button, which is better known by myself as a cop battery and by all you people as delicious donut. Don't forget to leave us a comment in the comment section, and please share a box of donuts with all our friends and family by sharing the videos and the live streams from the channel. But from myself, RustyMoney, we will see you all on the flip side, everybody. Have a good one.
PlayStation